Happy holidays, fellas, ladies, gentlemen, your boy TOJ. I did a video some time ago about Boyce Watkins getting sued by Maria Lloyd, right? And it got almost 10,000 views. Most of the comments in the section are the reason I'm doing this video. Mostly black dudes, probably all black men. But maybe a few guys was like, yeah, bro, Boyce Watkins is about to get exposed. He's a fraud, stuff like that. And most niggas like, damn, bro, you're an agent. You're a coon. You're a goddamn coon. So I'm going to do this video because I want to explain to you guys the young men. Not the old niggas like in their 40s, fuck them. But the young guys, if you're a young dude under 25 years old, I want you to listen to this video very carefully. And I'm going to try to talk slow on purpose. Not that I'm trying to think of some shit to say. I'm doing this video without a script. And I want you guys, the young people, young women, young men, of whatever age or whatever race you are. And if you're black, it pertains to the term conscious community. There's no white conscious community, but what I'm going to say is kind of going to like, and it's going to be basically applicable to anything. You have to really be very careful not to get into hero worship, because nobody's perfect. There's literally no perfect human being on this planet, and there never was. Now, myself included, I'm very careful with how I talk because I don't want to give anybody the idea I'm a know-it-all, but I'm a know enough. When I made the video about Boyce Watkins, I made it a 50-50 video where 50% it's basically fair and balanced. I'm 100% for Boyce Watkins. I just think that men like them and Umar Johnson and all these other guys who are in a position to be sued, the influencers, these guys got to be very careful not to put their foot in their mouth or fuck anybody, or like the conscious stripper bullshit with Umar. Never shit what you eat. Now the reason why I'm not a member of the conscious community, because the conscious community is not a community. It's just a word, a terminology, just like the LGBT community. The conscious community and the black church are the biggest Achilles heels of the black population in America. I'm gonna tell you why. There's too many splinter groups in what's called the black community. You got your like your guys like your Pan-Africanists, Nation of Islam. Now these are all black men and women, but you have a separate splinter group that goes against each other, and this is the biggest one. This is called the Shea Butter Twitter. These fake ass black feminists, which makes it's an oxymoron. But the black feminists have always been a splinter group who infiltrates the black conscious movement. You have older black women like she rests in peace, Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. She's an ancestor now. And you have the older lady, Shahrazad Ali, and a couple of other sisters out there putting in work. And you got now the newer, younger generation like Zaza Ali, Michi X, and all these. Now Michi X, so far, other than cursing, basically delivers the exact same information most other conscious women deliver. But when you have like a person like Zaza Ali, who go on these retreats, and she has and Polite and all these other people who have been accused of running scams. And the reason why that is because there's literally no money in the conscious community or in the conscious movement. There's very little money in the conscious movement, and what separates that movement from the civil rights movement of back in the day, back in the 60s, was that those guys had a clear and present danger to contend with. These young people today, all they got is YouTube beef, and it kind of like a double-edged sword. For example, what I mean by that is we have made some progress where there's not niggas being sicked on dogs and dogs sicked on us, but we still face some of the same racism. It's just not it's more covert as opposed to overt. And the reason why I have an issue with the conscious community more than I have with the church is because with the church, they're preaching bullshit. It's spirituality, right? You're dealing with the afterlife, dealing with Jesus, and you're sowing seeds, and maybe you get a blessing in the future. Yaggedy yag, God talking back. With the conscious community, my issue is we are dealing with real life today. The money I invest in something that polite might be pushing, I can literally go bankrupt with that shit if it don't come to fruition. You are fucking with people's real, clear, and present money. You see what I'm saying? With church, you might put in $10 here, there, and you pray to God, and I hope I get a blessing in the afterlife, or God sees me and give me a thumbs up or whatever. I get into heaven. With this conscious shit, you got people, man, really telling people, man, give me $1,500, I can do this, that, and the other. With church, it's basically, well, give me some money, I can promise you something that you'll get when you're dead. So there's really no way to quantify that. But with the conscious shit, black folks already ain't got nothing. And both, B-O-T-H, both the conscious community and the black church run that exact same hustle on us as a collective, when we barely got anything or some nickels to rub together. Now the economy and unemployment for black people ain't really that good in this country as it is, because unfortunately the deck is kind of already stacked against us. So I tell everybody that when you make a video, or you make, just give, like your opinion on a certain leader or a scholar in a conscious movement, the people that worship that leader will come after you, even if you are given just the slightest difference in opinion. It's almost like, like it's character assassination or something. And for the most part, there's some people who are talking a certain way, where they are trying to assassinate the character of a black leader. Some, warranted, and some unwarranted. But that's not what I was doing. I look at these guys where you have YouTube beef between members of the conscious community, and it's something as dumb and petty as, I got more YouTube viewers than you. And that's the shit. You got literal, bruh, people out there pushing real legislation to have us arrested and or killed and or assassinated, and even the 3-strike felony rule. All that shit is real. That's clear and present shit that we're facing. And these niggas going about, I had a social event, or I gave a seminar, and this motherfucker was lit. I had 800,000 people in there. It was a packed crowd, and you worrying about that. That's what you worrying about. Or you have the black church, where this dumbass nigga was hanging from a ceiling with fucking rope. So that's why I'm not a member of the conscious community, or I'm not even a church going person, because it's so much stupid ass pettiness. You know what I'm saying? Now, even like Twitter beefs. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X may have had slight differences, but you would never ever see them talking about, man, I fucked your old lady, I got a girl pregnant, this, that, and the other, and maybe they probably would have been, beefing if there was some YouTube or some Twitter shit back then. But those guys was OGs. These people today, bro, they come from a different cloth, man. And I just want you guys, you young people, man, just be careful out there. Do your own research. Nothing is wrong with listening and taking in some of that knowledge, but apply that shit. The reason why the black conscious community got an issue is because you can only talk so much about ancient Egypt before the people that listen to you say, well, goddamn, we got all this knowledge. What are the solutions? I've done at least 4 videos with 10 solutions and 10 agenda items on it, and they never get any views. And if I make a video about somebody like Umar or Boyce Watkins, it's only niggas in the comment section calling me a coon or an agent. So I'm out of here, bro. I'm done with it. I was never a part of the conscious community or the conscious movement. I'm just a black man that's just, I'm woke. I'm aware of what's going on. And if you're a young person, nothing is wrong with you, following somebody, listening to some of their teachings, but you apply what they taught you to how you live your life on a daily basis. Anyway, young guys and young ladies, I'm out of here. Peace and love. Have a great new year. Hope to talk to y'all later.